Solo leveling. In a world where mysterious gates connect our reality to dangerous dungeons filled with monsters, humanity's survival depends on hunters, individuals with special abilities who risk their lives to clear these dungeons. Sung Jin-woo, the weakest of all hunters, barely survives a disastrous mission in a high-level dungeon. But after miraculously surviving, he awakens to a strange power, the ability to level up like a character in a video game. As Jin-woo grows stronger, he uncovers the dark secrets behind the gates, the monsters, and his own mysterious abilities. His journey is not just about gaining power, but about the cost of that power, both physically and mentally. What sets solo leveling apart is its addictive progression system. Jin-woo's ability to grow stronger through battles and challenges feels incredibly satisfying, almost like you're leveling up alongside him. The anime's fight scenes are a visual spectacle, with Jin-woo's shadow soldiers adding a unique twist to every battle. But it's not just about action. The story dives deep into themes of sacrifice, survival, and the moral dilemmas that come with absolute power. The original web novel and comic adaptation of Solo Leveling became a global phenomenon, inspiring countless fans and even influencing other works in the genre. Its success lies in its ability to balance intense action with a deeply personal story of growth and sacrifice. Look Back. Look Back is a deeply emotional and introspective story that explores the lives of two young manga artists, Fujino and Kayamoto. Fujino, a confident and talented artist, enjoys the praise she receives for her work in the school newspaper. But when she learns about Kayamoto, a reclusive classmate whose manga skills surpass her own, Fujino's world is turned upside down. What begins as a rivalry slowly transforms into a profound friendship as the two girls navigate their dreams, insecurities, and the unpredictable nature of life. The anime's strength lies in its ability to capture the raw emotions of its characters. Every frame feels like a window into their struggles and triumphs, making the story incredibly relatable. The animation, crafted by a top-tier studio, enhances this experience with its attention to detail, from the subtle expressions on the characters' faces to the vibrant yet melancholic atmosphere. The original one-shot manga by Tatsuki Fujimoto, the creator of Chainsaw Man, received critical acclaim for its poignant narrative and relatable characters. Its adaptation into an anime has been highly anticipated, promising to deliver a story that resonates with anyone who has ever pursued a dream or faced the complexities of human connection. Kaiju No. 8. In a world where monstrous creatures known as kaiju regularly threaten humanity, the Defense Force stands as the last line of defense. Kafka Hibino, a 32-year-old cleaner who disposes of kaiju remains, once dreamed of joining the force but failed to pass the exams. However, when a mysterious kaiju parasite merges with him, granting him incredible powers, Kafka gets a second chance to fulfill his dream, but at a cost. Now, he must hide his new abilities while fighting to protect humanity from the very monsters he's become a part of. The anime's charm lies in its unique blend of action, humor, and heartfelt moments. Kafka's journey is not just about battling kaiju, it's about redemption, self-discovery, and proving that it's never too late to chase your dreams. The fight scenes are dynamic and visually stunning, with Kafka's kaiju form adding a thrilling twist to every battle. The manga, written and illustrated by Naoya Matsumoto, quickly gained popularity for its fresh take on the kaiju genre and its relatable protagonist. Fans have been eagerly awaiting the anime adaptation, which promises to bring Kafka's story to life with high-quality animation and a gripping narrative. Delicious in Dungeon. Imagine a dungeon filled with deadly monsters, treacherous traps, and priceless treasures. Now imagine surviving it by cooking and eating the monsters themselves. That's the premise of Delicious in Dungeon, a unique blend of fantasy, comedy, and culinary adventure. The story follows Leos, a seasoned adventurer, and his quirky party as they venture deep into a dungeon to rescue his sister, who was swallowed by a dragon. But there's a catch: they're broke. To survive, they must get creative, turning slimes, giant mushrooms, and even dragons into gourmet meals. Along the way, they encounter bizarre creatures, uncover the dungeon's secrets, and learn that even the most dangerous monsters can be delicious if prepared right. What sets this anime apart is its quirky humor and unexpected depth. While the concept of cooking monsters sounds absurd, the series takes it seriously, with detailed recipes and a surprising amount of world building. Each episode feels like a mix of a cooking show and a fantasy adventure, complete with mouth-watering dishes and thrilling battles. The characters, from the food-obsessed Leos to the pragmatic elf Marcel, add layers of charm and humor, making their journey as much about friendship and teamwork as it is about survival. My Dear Friend Nokotan. Imagine waking up one day to find a dear girl living in your house. Sounds like a bizarre dream, right? For Tarako, the protagonist of My Dear Friend Nokotan, this becomes her reality when Nokotan, a cheerful and eccentric dear girl, suddenly appears in her life. What follows is a series of hilarious and heartwarming misadventures as Tarako tries to navigate her new life with a dear girl who's equal parts adorable and chaotic. The anime's charm lies in its absurd humor and unexpected emotional moments. Nokotan's antics, from trying to understand human customs to her endless curiosity about everything, provide endless laughs. But beneath the comedy, there's a touching story about friendship, acceptance, and finding joy in the unexpected. The vibrant animation and quirky character designs add to the show's unique appeal, making it a visual treat as well. Mom, I'm sorry. When Henry realizes that death is at his mother's doorstep, he makes a desperate decision. He strikes a deal with a mysterious lifespan dealer to give years of his own life to his ailing mother. But this selfless act comes with unexpected consequences, as Henry must now navigate a world where time is currency, and every choice has a price. The story explores the lengths we go to for the people we love, and the sacrifices that come with it. Henry's journey is both heartbreaking and inspiring. As he gives away his years, he begins to understand the true value of time, not just as a measure of life, but as moments spent with loved ones. His relationship with his mother is at the core of the story, filled with flashbacks that reveal their bond, regrets, and unspoken words. The lifespan dealer, an enigmatic and morally ambiguous character, adds an extra layer of intrigue, making every interaction tense and unpredictable. What sets this anime apart is its emotional depth and thought-provoking premise. The concept of trading lifespan is not just a plot device, it's a metaphor for the sacrifices we make in real life. The animation style, with its muted colors and poignant visuals, enhances the melancholic yet hopeful tone of the story. Each episode feels like a reflection on life, love, and the inevitability of loss, making it a deeply personal and unforgettable experience. Makeine, Too Many Losing Heroines. The story revolves around a group of girls who, after being rejected by their crushes, all turn their attention to the same boy, the unassuming and kind-hearted protagonist. What follows is a chaotic and hilarious battle for his affection, as each girl tries to win him over while dealing with their own insecurities and past heartbreaks. The anime's charm lies in its unique take on the romantic comedy genre. Instead of focusing on the typical love triangle, it explores the dynamics of rejection, self-worth, and second chances. Each girl brings her own personality and backstory to the table, making their interactions with the protagonist both funny and heartfelt. The humor is sharp, the emotions are genuine, and the situations are delightfully absurd. What sets Makeine apart is its ability to balance comedy with deeper themes. While the premise sounds lighthearted, the series doesn't shy away from addressing the pain of rejection and the struggle to move on. The protagonist, caught in the middle of this romantic chaos, becomes a symbol of hope and understanding, showing that sometimes being the second choice can lead to something truly special. Heroines. Haikyu, The Dumpster Battle. The Karasuno High volleyball team is back, and they're ready to soar even higher. In Haikyu, The Dumpster Battle, the team faces one of their toughest challenges yet, advancing through the intense preliminary rounds of the Harataka tournament in Miyagi Prefecture. Despite fierce competition and overwhelming odds, Karasuno manages to push through to the third round, proving once again that their grit, teamwork, and unyielding spirit can overcome any obstacle. The heart-pounding matches are what make this installment unforgettable. Every spike, block, and dive is brought to life with stunning animation, pulling you into the intensity of the game. But it's not just about the action. The series continues to explore the personal growth of each character. Hinata's relentless determination, Kageyama's precision, and the team's evolving dynamics all play a crucial role in their journey. The Dumpster Battle also highlights the intense rivalries that define the series. Whether it's the clash with their longtime rivals from Nekoma High or the pressure of facing new, formidable opponents, every match is a test of skill, strategy, and mental fortitude. A sign of affection. Yuki, a college student with a hearing impairment, lives her life quietly, navigating the world through her own unique perspective. One snowy day, her routine is interrupted when a handsome stranger helps her on a crowded train. This chance encounter sparks the beginning of a tender and heartfelt story about connection, understanding, and the beauty of human relationships. The anime's strength lies in its delicate portrayal of love and communication. Yuki's world is one of silence, but through her interactions with the stranger, Itsuomi, she discovers new ways to express herself and connect with others. Itsuomi, who is fluent in sign language and has a passion for traveling, becomes a bridge between Yuki's world and the world around her. Their relationship blossoms slowly, filled with small, meaningful moments that highlight the importance of empathy and patience. A sign of affection apart is its ability to capture the subtleties of human emotion. The animation beautifully conveys Yuki's perspective, using visual and auditory cues to immerse the viewer in her world. The story is not just about romance. It's about breaking barriers, finding your voice and the courage to open your heart to someone new. Sandland the series. In a barren, post-apocalyptic wasteland where water is the most precious resource, a greedy king hoards what little remains, leaving the rest of the population to suffer. Enter Sheriff Rao, a determined lawman who refuses to accept this injustice. To find a legendary lost lake that could save his people, Rao teams up with an unlikely duo, Beelzebub, the mischievous son of the Demon King, and Thief, a cunning and resourceful assistant. Together, they embark on a perilous journey across the desert, facing monstrous creatures, treacherous terrain, and the harsh realities of a world on the brink of collapse. The series thrives on its unique blend of action, humor, and heartfelt storytelling. Beelzebub, despite being a demon, brings a surprising amount of charm and wit to the group, while Thief's street-smart instincts often save the day. The dynamic between the three leads is both entertaining and endearing, as they learn to trust each other and work together despite their differences. The desert itself becomes a character, with its vast, unforgiving landscapes and hidden dangers adding to the sense of adventure. Deeper themes of survival, greed, and the resilience of the human spirit are woven throughout the story. As the group uncovers the truth about the Lost Lake and the King's tyranny, they must confront their own fears and motivations. The animation brings the harsh beauty of the desert to life, with stunning visuals that highlight both the desolation and the hope that lies within this broken world. Windbreaker. Haruka Sakura isn't interested in weaklings, he lives for the thrill of battle and the pursuit of strength. When he transfers to Furin High, a school notorious for its student brawlers who protect their town from outside threats, Haruka sees it as the perfect opportunity to prove himself. His goal? To fight his way to the top and become the strongest. But Furin High isn't just about individual strength, it's about loyalty, camaraderie, and standing up for what's right. The anime's appeal lies in its intense action and complex characters. Haruka's journey isn't just about physical battles, it's about learning the value of teamwork and the true meaning of strength. The students of Furin High, each with their own fighting style and personality, add depth to the story. From the stoic leaders to the fiery rivals, every character brings something unique to the table, making their interactions as compelling as the fights themselves. The series excels at balancing high-octane action with emotional depth. The fights are dynamic and visually stunning, but they also serve to develop the characters and their relationships. The town's reliance on the students for protection adds a layer of responsibility and tension, making every battle feel meaningful. As Haruka climbs his way to the top, he begins to understand that true strength isn't just about winning fights, it's about protecting what matters most. Dededede Demons Dededede Destruction. In a world turned upside down by an alien invasion, two high school friends, Koyama Kadode and Nakagawa Oren, try to navigate the chaos of growing up. While massive alien ships hover ominously over Tokyo, life goes on: school, friendships, dreams, and the occasional existential crisis. But as the world around them crumbles, Kadode and Oren must confront the harsh realities of adulthood in a society on the brink of collapse. The anime's brilliance lies in its ability to blend the mundane with the extraordinary. While the alien invasion looms in the background, the focus remains on the everyday struggles and triumphs of its characters. Kadode's sharp wit and Oren's carefree attitude create a dynamic duo that's both relatable and endearing. Their conversations range from the trivial to the profound, capturing the essence of youth in a world that feels increasingly uncertain. The series excels at balancing humor, melancholy, and thought-provoking themes. The aliens, while a constant presence, serve more as a backdrop to explore identity, purpose, and the fragility of human life. The animation style, with its mix of surreal visuals and grounded storytelling, perfectly complements the narrative's balance of absurdity and sincerity. The Fable. Trained as a ruthless assassin since childhood, the man known only as Fable is a legend in the underworld, a killer so skilled, his very name strikes fear into the hearts of his enemies. But when his latest job draws too much attention, Fable's boss gives him an unusual order: lay low and live as a normal, law-abiding citizen for a year. No killing, no violence, just an ordinary life. For a man who spent his entire existence in the shadows, this might be his most dangerous mission yet. The anime's charm lies in its sharp contrast between Fable's deadly skills and his awkward attempts at everyday life. From struggling to hold down a part-time job to navigating the complexities of human relationships, Fable's journey is equal parts hilarious and heartwarming. His stoic demeanor and deadpan reactions to mundane situations create a unique brand of comedy, while the constant threat of his past catching up to him adds a layer of tension. The series excels at exploring identity and redemption. As Fable tries to adapt to his new life, he begins to question who he really is: a killer or someone capable of change. The series doesn't shy away from the darker aspects of his past, but it also offers moments of genuine growth and connection. The animation style, with its gritty yet stylish visuals, perfectly captures the duality of Fable's world, blending action-packed sequences with slice-of-life humor. Oblivion Battery. Kaikane and Haruka Kayamine were once an unstoppable duo, a star pitcher and catcher who dominated the field with their incredible teamwork and talent. But when they reunite in high school, everything has changed. Haruka, the once brilliant catcher, now suffers from sudden memory loss, forgetting not only his skills but also his bond with Kei. Determined to reignite their partnership, Kei takes it upon himself to help Haruka rediscover his love for baseball and their shared dream of reaching the top. The anime's strength lies in its heartfelt exploration of friendship, perseverance, and second chances. Kei's unwavering dedication to Haruka is both inspiring and moving, as he patiently guides his friend through the basics of the game they once mastered together. Haruka's journey, marked by frustration and small victories, adds a layer of emotional depth, making their progress feel earned and meaningful. The series also shines in its portrayal of baseball as more than just a sport. It's a way to reconnect, heal, and grow. The dynamic between Kei and Haruka is the heart of the story, with their interactions ranging from humorous to deeply touching. The animation captures the intensity of the games and the subtle emotions of the characters, bringing their journey to life in a way that's both exciting and heartfelt. The wrong way to use healing magic. When three high school students are suddenly transported to a fantasy world, they each receive a unique role. Two of them are chosen as heroes, destined to wield powerful weapons and save the kingdom. But the third, Usato, is stuck with healing magic, a role he initially sees as boring and useless. However, Usato soon discovers that his abilities are far more versatile and dangerous than anyone expected. The series thrives on its fresh take on the isekai genre. Instead of focusing on flashy battles and overpowered heroes, it explores the untapped potential of healing magic. Usato's journey is both hilarious and inspiring, as he turns what seems like a weak ability into something extraordinary. His creative, and often reckless, use of healing magic leads to unexpected outcomes, from healing allies mid-battle to using his powers in ways that defy logic. The balance of comedy, action, and character growth is what drives the story forward. Usato's determination to prove his worth, combined with his quirky personality, makes him a relatable and endearing protagonist. The dynamic between the three friends, each dealing with their own insecurities and expectations, adds depth to the story. The animation brings the fantasy world to life, with vibrant visuals and dynamic fight scenes that highlight Usato's unconventional approach to magic. Bang Brave Bang Bravern. In a future where humanity is on the brink of extinction, the world's last hope lies in giant humanoid weapons called titanostrides. These massive machines, piloted by brave soldiers, are the only defense against an overwhelming alien threat. But when rookie pilot Ryuji Akaba is thrust into the cockpit of the legendary titanostride Bravern, he discovers that the fate of humanity rests on his shoulders and that Bravern is no ordinary machine. The series thrives on its high-stakes battles and intricate world building. Each titanostride is uniquely designed, with its own strengths and weaknesses, making every fight a tactical challenge. Ryuji's journey from an inexperienced rookie to a skilled pilot is filled with intense training, heartbreaking losses, and moments of triumph. The bond between Ryuji and Bravern adds an emotional layer to the story, as the machine's advanced AI begins to develop its own personality and connection to its pilot. The balance of action and character-driven storytelling is what drives the series forward. The supporting cast, from seasoned veterans to fellow rookies, each bring their own struggles and motivations to the table. The animation brings the titanostrides to life with stunning detail, from their sleek designs to the explosive battles that showcase their power. As the war rages on, Ryuji and Bravern must push their limits to protect humanity and uncover the truth behind the alien invasion. Train to the End of the World. In a world where society has collapsed and strange anomalies have reshaped the landscape, a group of girls embarks on an unforgettable journey. Armed with curiosity and courage, they hop onto an abandoned train, determined to explore the outside world and uncover the mysteries that lie beyond their isolated town. What starts as an adventure quickly turns into a surreal experience as they encounter bizarre phenomena, forgotten ruins, and the remnants of a civilization long gone. The series thrives on its sense of wonder and unpredictability. Each episode brings new discoveries, from gravity-defying landscapes to enigmatic creatures that defy explanation. The girls' personalities and dynamics add depth to the story, as they navigate both the physical challenges of their journey and the emotional struggles of leaving everything they've ever known behind. Their bond grows stronger with each obstacle, making their journey as much about friendship as it is about survival. The anime's visual style is a standout, blending eerie, otherworldly environments with a sense of beauty and melancholy. The train itself becomes a symbol of hope and resilience, carrying the girls through a world that is both dangerous and mesmerizing. As they travel further into the unknown, they begin to piece together the truth about the anomalies and their own place in this strange new reality.